This is the full weekly reading for thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders. Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm a tarot card reader and a spiritual counselor. And each week I share intuitive messages to help you connect to your inner guidance. Now, in all my work with clients over the years, I've discovered that people tend to travel through life on one of four pathways: as a thinker, as a feeler, as a doer, or as a builder. We all tend to naturally lean toward one or two of them, but we have all four within us. And if you're curious to find out which ones that you lean more towards, there's a free quiz that's linked in the description below. And the cool thing is, each of these pathways also connects to a suit in the minor arcana. So thinkers connect to the swords, feelers connect to the cups, doers connect to the wands, and builders connect to the pentacles. And this week's theme for our readings is no more hiding. Somewhere in you, a decision has already been made, and you know which one that is. You've known for a while. You just haven't said it out loud yet or talked about it. And hiding doesn't always protect you from anything. It just delays that moment that you're going to eventually have to face anyway. You don't have to announce anything. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to stop hiding from what you've already decided. So let's take a look at how that's affecting each one of the pathways this week. All right. No more hiding. Let's begin with the thinkers. These are the people who tend to process life through the mind. You know, it's saying that it's time to stop hiding from something that you do really well. You've been just focusing on your failures, not your successes. You have been, and this is in regards to your career. So this is telling you to stop hiding from your own success with work. Stop allowing other people to take credit for the work that you have done. You have actually come up with a distinct way of doing something, and you've followed through. And even if you're feeling like you're not successful, you're getting there. It feels like you've got 2/3 of it figured out. There's just a third more to go. So celebrate that you've gotten 2/3 of it figured out instead of beating yourself up for not figuring it out, figuring that last third out. The way that you can stop hiding is by staying really, really present, looking at the situation, and starting at the beginning with your process, following it through, and catching where the missing piece is. If you're present, if you're not beating yourself up in your head, it will become clear what the missing piece is, and you'll figure out how to bridge that gap, how to come up with the other third and have the full solution. It's about feeling really good about the contributions you're making at work. Sometimes we need to try things more than once. Sometimes we need to go through several iterations before a system is successful, and that's okay. You're working out the bugs this week, and you're going to take a big stride. So stop hiding from the fact that you've gotten 2/3 of it figured out. Stop hiding from what you have done right and what has worked, and start moving towards other possibilities. You may not see it now, and that's only because you're beating yourself up in your head. Once you stay present, you can follow it through from start to finish, and you'll see exactly what you need to do to keep moving forward and to be successful. All right, now let's take a look at the cards for my feelers. These are people who tend to move through life through their feelings and their emotions and through their heart. All right. Let's see how the theme of no more hiding applies to you. You know, it does show that you're in a holding pattern, and it's only because you have to be truthful about something. It feels like in regards to a situation with a close friend, you haven't been honest about what you really think about a situation. There's no more hiding from that. You have to come clean. You have to authentically be yourself. If you've been asked for your opinion or your thoughts on something, give it. You're not going to be at peace if you just go along with what everybody else is saying. You know, recently I heard this saying, and I really liked it. And it's, you can be authentic, or you can try to make everybody else happy, but you can't have both. So be authentic this week. That's how you can stop hiding. If something doesn't click with you, if you see something and you feel like you need to call them out on it, it's okay. You're close enough to this person, and that's exactly what they need this week so they can get back on track. It's actually going to be very emotionally supportive for the relationship. You care enough to say, hey, that's not working, and they need to hear it. And once you are able to say it, they'll bounce back really, really quickly. But if you sit on it, if you hide the truth, your truth, when you're asked, you will not be at peace this week. So stop hiding from your own authenticity. It's important. People count on you for that. All right. Now I'm going to do a reading for the doers. And these are people who move through life through action and momentum. Let's see where you can stop hiding this week. For my doers, the way that you can stop hiding this week is by not continuing to be an outsider. You're being an observer. You need to get involved. You need to get out of the bleachers and play the game. You need to connect this week. So you can stop hiding by being on the periphery and doing things on the periphery instead of joining in. Now, you may not feel like you are in a position to do that, but the thing is, you see past the surface of what's going on in the game, and you know in the situation, I called it a game, but it's really a situation. So you're being asked to step into a situation either within your family or within a work situation or a group of friends. There will be an opening. It's not about continuing to do things in the periphery. It's about being willing to step in, connect, and see what you can do in the situation itself. yes, there will be an opening and you'll be able to step in. And I feel like by stepping in, you are going to help provide some encouragement and you're going to give some inspiration back to some people who may be feeling really flat. People need to be, they need to feel enthusiastic again. And that is your role this week, to show them what they're doing well, to help them see beneath the surface, to recognize that there is one person in particular that's isolating herself, and you can step in and you can encourage her to be more engaged. It's okay if there's some stubbornness that you come up against. Don't let yourself get lost in that. You are there to provide inspiration this week. And finally, here's my message for the builders, people who tend to move through life through structure, stability, and foundation. How can you stop hiding this week? Let's see. All right, my builders. The way that you can stop hiding this week is by going into action. It's saying go into action. Stepping into this month, the month of August, things are going to start to move fast. It's like getting into a roller coaster. Strap in, go into action. Even if you're not clear on the direction, tap into your intuition this week, my builders. You have a natural capacity for building structure and foundation. Stop hiding and trying to get more information. Step out of hiding and go into action. Yeah, this is a recurring thing with you. And you sometimes wait too long to do something and then you get impatient with yourself. But it is showing that somebody's going to see your attempts and they're going to stand by you and they're going to walk with you through this. And it is showing someone here, and she does want to help you move forward with what you're moving forward with, especially when you start to second guess it. She's going to kind of be that wingman that's going to say, keep going. You got this. Don't stop. Because it is showing that you will be able to maintain balance. You lost balance because you weren't going into action and you were too stuck for too long. And now you're meant to shake off the cobwebs, and it's going to open this up. It's going to open it up in ways that you did not expect. So the outcome is looking good if you do go into action around it. And it is going to actually help with a conflict that's going on around you. So you'll be able to go into action and help clear up a conflict around you. Yeah, it's showing you're going to be the one that steps in and helps everyone give more equally, or you're going to create more balance for the entire system. And that's a really, really good thing. So, if something in this reading opened up a question that you'd like to explore, I love doing that in one-on-one sessions. And the link to do that is in the description below. I'd love to hear from you in the comments what this brought up for you. I love reading them, so please feel free to leave them. And if you want to go deeper with your specific type, each type now has its own playlist, and they're all linked in this description for this video. Monday through Thursday, each of the 4 types get their own reading. Subscribe so you don't miss the next reading or next week's messages. And I'll see you in the next reading. Mwah. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.